na omena. Dako ni chaya manadini. That is when I have never touched omena all my life.
So that is the only reason you don't eat omena.
That is the reason I don't eat omena. Because I don't identify with omena. I don't.
Do you think there is something that can make you change your perception about
Never.
omena?
I don't even. Yani nyumba yako kama inanuka omena, don't dare to invite me. Kama umepika omena hiyo siku, don't dare invite me. Juu sitaingia kwa hiyo nyumba yako.
So what was the reason why dad threw omena outside?
My dad doesn't relate with omena. That is cheap food. He identifies omena with I don't know. I don't eat omena. That's it. I don't identify myself with omena. Chakula ya umaskini. Omena, WIU, FuRu, Obambo. That's it. Mbuta.
So you also don't take WIU, you don't take...
I don't eat that rubbish. I don't.
So the only seafood you eat is maybe fish and
Tilapia.
shrimp?
Tilapia only.
Shrimp, lobster and all that you don't take?
I only eat tilapia. Only.
Umesikia? But honestly, omena is very nutritious. Omena is very interesting. Mi hata nadhani jomoko no irigodo kichiemo and all that.
Because of my dad, and being that my dad was a genius, I don't eat omena.
But omena also...
I come from a family of genius people, Auka. Don't try to lecture me. And the fact that niliuza nunu doesn't mean that I don't have some problems. I will lecture you if you try me.
Wachana na hiyo, wachana na hapo. Watu wengine wanauliza WIU ndio gani? WIU ndio follow, ila omena yenye
Hapana, WIU sio follow. WIU is a little bit larger, lakini you cannot even eat it because it is full of bones. Inakudunga dunga when you are trying to chew it. It can even omoka with your whole mouth if you are not careful. Nile uenda zindikishwa na ugali ndio ifike kwa duodenum. Iende idunge duodenum huko kabla uirushe huko kwa latrine. No masala.
The way you're describing it.
You know where I ate the WIU? I went to visit my grandmother, the mother to my mother, somewhere in the border of Uganda and Kenya. Wanaishi huko mwisho border ya Uganda na Kenya. That is where my mom is born. And the step grandmother to my grandmother brought me fish. A dish. Ingeyo dish. Dish. Those are things that are related to poor mindset. Watu maskini. Mtu anakuletea chakula kwa dish. Dish, akwata. Yes.
Mindset ya Ruto.
Mtu anauliza dish ni nini? Ningekuwa na dish ningekuonyesha. Minonjut used to fight my mother. Ati mamangu ameiba this. If you want to know that Minonjut was a wicked woman in the village. Saizo amekuja, amegongea mamangu mlango. Boom, 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 boom. This now lal. This. Imagine fighting somebody because of this. Two women having a real fight because of this. This. Yeah, what you want to do this? Anjot.
But Nyako, agwata is a cultural thing for the Luo community.
Auka, I even have it. So stop shaming yourself.
But you're not using
agwata.
it. Are you using it?
Of course, sometimes.
Right now you should be drinking uji na agwata.
Niko na agwata hapa.
Hey, mane mune beni madhe
An
nyoka.
kagwata kikitugo koda.
Mane mune beni ole nyoka koro.
Koro, where are we headed? Where I first ate FuRu. Koro,
Yes.
okelna FuRu, or not FuRu, WIU, Gidis.
Kikuon.
She was expecting that Kun will come from somebody. So I tried to taste one. My dear, no. Will, you cannot chew if you have never chewed will. Will. I just felt some bones. Bones. I tried the second one. The same. I said, to my chemo michamo na dijowadu. Will. How do you eat will? Because it is full of bones.
Imagine now a combination of whale and corn bell.
Hey.
Guys, tap your screens and follow the host. Follow Nyako. If you don't follow the this account, please tap your screen. Follow the host. Send a gift to support. If you love the stories, appreciate. It's
But I'm
called
also
team.
just sorry. I'm also just sorry. Just sorry. Just sorry.
So, what did you eat now that where is no? What was the alternative dish?
No, there are foods I don't just eat awuka. Hata afadhali nilale njaa. There are foods I just don't eat. And that is, it is what it is.
And you don't regret it?
No, I don't. I already told you. WIU, FuRu, Obambala,
Omesh. OMENA.
Mbuta, OMENA. I don't identify with that kind of foods. I don't.
And what of a pot, Mrenda?
That one I can eat, but I cannot cook it for myself. At Nikoro, iyo ni chakula. Nakitaka kukaa chini nikule. No way.
You can't cook a pot, but you can eat a pot.
I can eat it, but I cannot cook it because in my family, we never cooked things like that. A tipa, a pot, bo,
Osoi.
dek, kianik
So,
ngawa.
wait, Nyako. So, when you were growing up, what was the food what was the food that you guys used to eat
I grew
as
up in a
kids?
boarding school, kijana mdogo, all my
Wow.
life.
Okay, well, when schools are closed, what was your food? What were you guys eating?
We were eating modern food like nyama ya ng'ombe fresh from the butchery, rice, chapati, dengu, mambo kama hayo.
So you don't identify with these traditional foods
No, I
apart
don't.
from...
No,
Oh
I
my
don't.
goodness. Amazing. That is why Jaduong, if your dad was a banker, that was the kind of lifestyle.
My dad was a banker, yes, at the Kenya Commercial Bank, Kencom. Hizo enzi Kencom was Kencom. When there was telephones down there, you go with your 10 shillings, you make a line, you call whoever you want to call. Hey, hello. When Nairobi was Nairobi. When coffee was coffee, my friend.
Somebody's asking, what of nini nyoyo? Githeri.
Those are things that we never cooked. I ate that in school, but not at home. And then there was this coffee house. Can you guys remind me? There was this coffee house behind Kencom where people used to meet. There was some coffee house there. Ilikuwa inaitwaje? They closed it. Nairobi lost its glory. Nairobi lost its glory.
At the ambassador.
Not Java. No. Green Corner. Thank you. Those are the days when Nairobi was Nairobi.
Which year are we talking?
Nairobi ya siku hizi sio Nairobi. Green Corner.
Which year was this, Nyako? Which year was this? Green Corner.
The 90s.
Oi. Hiyo hata sikuwa nimefika Nairobi.
The 90s.
So what makes it different with the Nairobi yenye uliona juzi juzi?
Nairobi haiko tena. I saw young girls walking comfortably in scanty clothing without innerwears. I was shocked. And nobody was even bothering. It is normal. I was shocked. That is a dressing you will not dress in those days during the day. I was shocked.
See, now people are in digital world. My dress, my choice, you know.
It is overboard. It is overrated.
But it's the same thing here. If I go to stores,
no. They're abroad. Please. That is the difference. Don't put abroad into that basket. Please.
So it is okay abroad, but it is very bad in Nairobi.
We must still be African. Auka. We must still have that heritage of being African. That is my mindset. That is how I see it.
Does that one define your taste of fashion? Because you have got a very unique taste of fashion. And
first of all, I used to be a Malaya, and I'm still attached to that behavior, even though I don't do it anymore. So I still have traits of Malaya in me, even though I am not actively doing it. Thank you.
Oh, so that is why your taste of fashion and dress code is top notch.
Exactly.
Mimi European atieno nikipiga vizuri nitembe streets of Germany.
They stop and look and get confused. And that is the reality.
You are a showstopper.
I am a showstopper, yes.
You bring the entire Berlin to a standstill.
Yes. And that is the truth.
But honestly, 90s I was not in Nairobi. 2000s, the first time I was in Nairobi was 2014. That was the first time I got to Nairobi. So maybe so many things sikuwa nimeona.
Auka, you cannot relate with Nairobi. You are just a passerby who passed through Nairobi when Nairobi already lost its glory. Nairobi used to be the London of Africa. Ask me.
So what made it different then? What's the difference right now?
Villagers like you who came from the village and blocked Nairobi, and we didn't even make sewage system for washamba kama nyinyi. Yes. It is villagers that have flocked Nairobi. Nairobi has lost its glory.
So meaning right now rich people are no longer
and you are
Nairobi.
among that system. You are among it.
Nyako, did you just call me a villager?
Of course you are. Kwanza mnajaribu kufit into civilization that does not even belong to you. When is the last time you went to Nairobi? When is the first time you saw a city clock?
The first time I saw a city clock is 2014, and those people, somebody sold me a city clock.
And you know what? Auka, Nairobi lost its glory 2002, 2003, 2004. The glory of Nairobi was gone. Sasa we umekuja kama Nairobi sio Nairobi.
But now again, Nyako, if you're saying civilization, the world keeps changing each and every day, we must fade or perish. So
no. What I would love if the government of Kenya gives me a chance to contribute in the development of Kenya, I would love the government to decongest the city. By doing what? By allowing a competent electric provider to join Kenya, not only KPLC. They are overwhelmed. They cannot do it. They have failed. We need 2, 3, 4 energy
Service providers.
companies, to bring competition so that Nairobi can be decongested, so that the development can also go to the villages, so that people can go back to their villages. That is
But
the
what?
system they use here abroad, by decongesting the cities and making sure that every village has everything it needs. If they can decongest Nairobi by doing that, we will have a lovely Kenya. Everybody congests Nairobi because of the resources. They want the electricity. They want the civilization. Where in Europe, civilization is in all villages. I don't miss the city, because what I find in the city is what is in the village. So they have to decongest Nairobi by spreading their wings into remote areas, developing remote areas, and letting people that live in the remote areas to stay there.
But now,
Creating job opportunities in those areas.
Nairobi, right now, rural-urban migration, people are moving to the cities because people are looking for jobs, people are looking for better things, which are not in the village. So,
Auka,
until
in the next 20 years, Nairobi will be unbearable. Because you know what? You buy a car and you cannot enjoy the car. You stay 1 hour, 2 hours on your way back home. Who wants to live that life where getting to work is a problem and getting back home is a problem? So we need leaders that can decongest Nairobi. We need leaders that can work towards decongesting Nairobi, and not only building things like Machakos town, Kitengela. No, we want places like Bondo, remote areas, Bondo, be a big city, so that Luos can stay in Bondo. They have nothing coming to look in Nairobi. We need places like Imbo, those remote areas, to be developed into big cities. Because Nairobi, the only places that are developed are Kikuyu areas. Only Kikuyu areas are developed, and that is the truth.
But now you see, Nyako, at the end of the day, people must just go to, for instance, all good universities are in Nairobi. Tell me, it is for the first time we are having look at Migori County. We now have Rongo University. How many students can get admitted?
You know what? Raila Odinga is somebody who came to school abroad. Uhuru Kenyatta came to school abroad. I've been living abroad for the best part of my life. And if you are claiming you went to school abroad, at least you should carry something back at home and implement it. You know, this is where I feel Baba has failed us, Luos. Baba could have done better. Baba is a millionaire. Baba is a billionaire. Baba can spend his resources to do what he wants to do without relying on the government. Baba is almost 80 years old. Kama kona miaka mingi sana, 20 years, and he will be gone. Why don't he just wake up and say, I want to do good to the Luo community with these billions I have in my account?
Maybe
Why
you'll do
don't
that.
I just wake up and take these billions and develop the Luo community so that he can live an inio. How do you
A legacy. But he has done a lot. Not only.
No, I'm saying he should use these billions. I don't care what he has done. Raila is a billionaire. Auka. Raila is a billionaire. Raila owns things. Go to Bondo. and see how Bondo people are writhing in poverty. I come from Bondo.
Wait, Nyako, if one day you become a multi-billionaire, either in euro, dollar, whatever, do you think this
I will
can?
never become a billionaire because the little I have, I give it back to the society. I don't have room in my life to become a billionaire. So be it.
Wow, wow. Well, with the few time I've been here, I've seen how things are very different. People do not need to go to the capital cities to get, like, the devolution is really working. Even in the interiorest part of you
Not
get a
yet.
community.
Not yet. Kenya is not where it is supposed to be. Kenya is a beautiful country. If managed well, Kenya will be paradise for so many people. The problem of Kenya, people are greedy. Our leaders are very greedy. I see the cars our leaders are driving, and I see the common mwananchi writhing in poverty. Kenya is not where it is supposed to be. It is not.
But now you see, Nyako,
Why don't our leaders cut down their costs?
corruption is high, so that is
Why don't
one
our
thing.
leaders cut down? In Germany, our leaders drive bicycle. They go to work with bicycles. And the common mwananchi has food on the table. Why does an MP drive a 20 million car while his constituents cannot even afford a meal a day? Hiyo ni gari tu. Hiyo ni gari tu. Hujaweka expenses zingine. Our leaders must cut down their cost for the common mwananchi to live a good life. That is my take.
Interesting. But maybe my generation can do that, but with the current generation of
when we come together, when we have 500,000 mindset like Nyako in Kenya, Kenya will change. When you have 1 million mindset like Nyako, and we are not going back, we are moving forward, Kenya will change. Kenya will change. We are the generation to change the future of Kenya. We don't need people like Atwoli. Atwoli has been in Kotu for how long? With bedtime stories.
Nyako doesn't want to go and live in Kenya because of such conditions. So where will you get this 500,000?
When I see Atwoli, I feel sick to my stomach.
Did you see recently your deputy governor from Siaya County bought chair, kiti ya kukalia 1.1 million. Uliona hiyo kiti ya 1.1 million? Tap your screen, guy. Tap your screen. Tap your screen. Follow this account, Nyako. If you've not followed it yet, tap your screen. Tap your screen. So Nyako, you are born ukapata Atwoli ya kukotu baada ya kukotu.
He's still in Kotu and he's gonna die on that seat.
Because people love him, they keep voting him year in, year out. Who told you
they vote such people in?
He's a real champion.
Who told you they vote such people in?
Then why is he not out? And he has money.
Please, let us not talk about Kenyan politics. I'm not interested.
In Kenya, if you have money, you can go for anything you want, you know. Ndio nauliza hapa. Who love Atwoli huko? But then why is he not out, guys? Come on. Anyway. Me, I'm not in any labor movement whatsoever, so my vote doesn't count.
There are a lot of things that can be done differently for the common mwananchi to feel good. The common mwananchi is the backbone of a nation. And when the common mwananchi is constantly writhing in poverty, a country cannot be a country with 70% of its citizens writhing in poverty. That is not a country. That is a jungle. That is a jungle.
Nyako, you are given unlimited time. Like the time is not moving. Then you are told, we want you to change one thing in Kenya. What could this one be? What
The
could you
one
change?
thing I will do in Kenya, I will make sure that the leaders that we put up there don't get massive salaries, don't drive in big cars like they are doing now, to allow the common man also to enjoy that money. This is where Kenya goes wrong, by giving these people everything that belongs to the common mwananchi. This is where Kenya goes wrong.
Guys, this is a story for another day. You are preparing going somewhere, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Maybe we can let you go.
Yes.
Catch up some other time, right?
Yes.
I've texted
My
you
part in short is our leaders must cut down their costs. That is why I stopped my